Charles. Listen, you tell me all the way during springtime. You said Frank, get your ass down here. We're going to be hunting. We're going to be hunting squirrels
I said we
all
gonna be
summer.
hunting coons, not squirrels. We done caught us a
we've been
mess of squirrels up there in
we got
Knoxville.
over 1,000 squirrel pelts, Charles, and we've been out here. When we're going to go into town and cash in on our pelts, Charles?
Well,
We've
I've
been
been
out here
telling you.
for so long, and you told me to cut down my musket short, so the squirrels wouldn't see it around the trees, and I don't know if it's working so good anymore, Charles.
Frankie, now you done me dirty here, 'cause that ain't what I said. I said we gonna capture. We done got a mess of squirrel pelts, and we got to get us some coons. And I said, well, we head down south of Knoxville,
Charles.
and I know.
Charles,
Now let
you
me
said-
speak, please. Let me
Charles.
speak. Let me speak, Frank. I'm gonna be honest with you. I said I don't like the slickers. I don't like hanging around the
Charles.
slickers. I don't like the way they be looking at us. I said we gonna go fetch us a mess of coon pelts.
Charles, I miss my wife, Charles. I haven't seen my wife all summer, Charles.
Now
You see, listen, we got
Betty's
a portrait-
one of the rat ugliest females I've ever done seen.
Oh,
I mean,
that ain't nice to say.
you could kick a horse's front teeth out, and you'd have a face that's 10 times prettier than Betty.
Listen, Charles. It's
I
a
know
nice
you miss
break.
your wife, but I'm
It's-
telling
it's
you,
a
dear.
nice break from the wife and kids. First 4 months of being down here was a real nice break.
They
now
get
I'm
on fine without you.
I'm starting to miss them, and they've been doing the whole farm all summer by themselves.
Well,
And
I bet-
I know they're carrying on without me.
I wouldn't
but
be
I'm starting to
surprised if
miss
they done run off.
They don't know. They ain't gonna run off. Why would they do that, Charles?
No, 'cause-
You never asked my first question, Charles.
I bet
Now
you
we've been
they're
down
just
here-
tired of hearing you flapping your gums. Right? We got a gold
Well, I'm
mine here.
starting
Look
to
at
hear-
these
I'm starting
coons
to-
everywhere. You can't throw a rock around here without. You can't swing a dead
Charles.
cat without hitting a coon around here.
Charles, there's a lot of coons, but we got a fortune here down squirrel pelts. Is what I'm saying. I got over 1,000 squirrel pelts all cured and dried, and tanned, and they're fine looking squirrel pelts, Charles. We got a fortune in squirrel pelts. We
I
got to
know.
bring these pelts into town and cash in, Charles. We can't just spend our whole life out here trapping and shooting game. We got to cash in, man.
We're gonna
How
double
much
down.
longer you want to be out here?
We're gonna double down. We're gonna double down. We got a fortune in squirrel pelts and
I know we got a
chipmunk
fortune,
pelts
but
and mouse
right
pelts.
now all we got are pelts.
Rat pelts. We got pelts. We got rat pelts. We got squirrels. We got chipmunks. We got gopher pelts. Right now, we're gonna double
Charles,
down.
we got
We're
a
gonna
fortune.
double
we
down.
we got a fortune down here in pelts, but Charles, we don't got nothing until we go into town and cash in. So I'm
Frankie.
asking you, when are we gonna go into town, Charles? We've been out here for 4 months.
Frankie, I told you I can't stand them slickers. Now, if you want to go in and see what the price of one squirrel pelt, one coon pelt's gonna fetch us, I reckon you can head into town tomorrow, and I'm gonna head out and I'm gonna catch me some coons. 'Cause I ain't
Charles,
going
when we
into
left,
town.
I don't think the price has changed. When we left, a pound of squirrel pelts was 5 cents.
I ain't
Now-
going into town. I don't
Now,
care if it's done double.
We got hundreds of pounds of pelts here, Charles.
But you missing the point. You missing the point. I'm saying I don't like them slickers. They're uppity. They're good for nothing. They can't even tell you the difference between a chipmunk and a squirrel. You be
Alright,
holding
Charles.
them right up their faces and say this one's a squirrel, this one's a chipmunk, and they just look at you like,
Charles,
what you doing
it's
here?
never been my job to school the common man on the finer points of pelts. If now that's work every man's got to do for himself. I can't be schooling country folk or city folk.
Last
on the
time I
finer
went,
points of what
now
pelts-
you
what
listen
kind of-
here.
What's in style or what's out of style, Charles? Now this season is squirrel. We got a fortune here in squirrel pelts.
We got a fortune here, but you listen up.
I'm all ears.
Listen
You
up.
talk to me.
Last time we went into Knoxville, I spent 20 minutes talking to some slicker, trying to get him to tell the difference between a piece of hay and a piece of straw. And I come walking out of that conversation, and I ain't convinced that this man knows the difference. I'm saying I can't even trust a man that don't know the difference between a piece of hay and a piece of straw. And you're telling me you want to walk in there with our fortune, our entire lives in pelts, and sell it to some slicker that you can't trust as far as you can throw them?
Charles, I said we go down to Tom's Trading, and we always do what we always do. We always deal with Tom. He's an honest man. And he's going to give us a fair price for our pelts. And he's looking for pelts because this season's squirrel, and he's going to sell those pelts fast. He's going to who knows where those pelts are going to wind up? They're going to wind up in New York City.
Don't even say that.
They're going to wind up in Paris, France.
Good
as far
Lord,
as we know.
Lord can crucify me before. Lord's going to crucify me before I see my pelts on the back of some New York City slicker.
Charles, these pelts are destined worldwide.
Are you telling? See, you got plans. See, you're too ambitious. You're too damn ambitious.
I'm just telling you where our pelts are going to wind up because it's a season. This season is pelts. Those pelts are going to travel by sea ship all the way across the ocean.
If it's the last thing I do, I'm going to see to it that none of our pelts get north of the Mason-Dixon. I'm going to see to it. I don't want any northern boys or them European French faggots wearing any of my pelts.
Oh, that's nasty. Now, Charles, you're just getting nasty for no reason.
I'm saying.
I'm a businessman, Charles. You know that about me.
That money's going to burn a hole in your soul.
I'm a farmer, and I'm a businessman.
I'm
an honest man.
That money's going to send you to the devil. Now, you listen here. We ain't selling any pelts north of the Mason-Dixon.
It's a free market world out there, Charles. I'm a free market proponent of that world, too.
Now those
and I'm
people,
down here doing my chipping in my fair share, doing all this trapping, all this gaming, skinning all the squirrels, tanning their hides.
What you talking about? You ain't done none of the skinning, right? You see this here? This is my skinning knife. I ain't seen you touch it once in 5 seasons.
I got my own skinning knife, Charles.
Well, you don't know how to operate no skinning knife. I'm the one that do all the skinning here.
You don't tell me what my business is, Charles. I know.
Well, you're telling me that you're doing the skinning, and I know who's
I don't
the
understand
skinner.
why you want to spend how many months out here. Where we ate out here way west of Knoxville. We might even all be all the way Mississippi. I don't know where the hell we've been walking around here.
It don't
for so
matter.
long.
It don't matter none, because I seen me a mess of coons out here, and I'm looking to catch me those coons and get me them pelts. And
All right, Charles,
I'll be damned if I see that coonskin hat on any northern Yankee Doodle.
You're not going to know what skin is which. Just because you, Charles, you're confused. I think you're getting confused, Charles. We're out here we're making a living out here, Charles. We're not getting upset about who's wearing a hat.
Frank, I got to tell you, I'm worried about your eternal salvation.
All right,
you're telling me you got dollar signs in your eyes. I can see it. And what does it say in the Bible? It's easier for a man to pass through the eye of a needle. No, it's a camel will pass through the eye of a needle before a rich man enters heaven. And you're trying to say you got these dollar signs in your eyes. You're going to be like that camel.
At 5 cents a pound, Charles, we're going to both be rich men.
How rich you think? Because I don't think there's any kind of money that I could trade for my eternal salvation. I'll tell you what.
Well, I'm not here to place judgment on what you think is rich, Charles. I'm saying I got a wife and family at home, and I got to provide for them.
I understand.
I'm starting to, even though my horse-faced wife, who's got a face,
and she's got a double wide bottom.
Teeth. Uglier. My wife is uglier than a horse with no teeth.
She's uglier than a donkey with no teeth, and a double wide set of saddlebags.
I know what my wife looks like. All right.
Well, look, I can appreciate that you love her.
And I'll tell you what, she can cook.
Frankie, I'm telling you, I'm worried about your eternal salvation, and where's your soul going to end up?
Well,
you make all that money, you're going to be riding high, but your soul's going to hell.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll make a deal with you because I'm an honest man. I'm gonna donate some of the money I get from these pelts. I'm gonna go down into church and I'm gonna make a donation, a significant donation.
Now, you're not talking about that evangelical church. We're talking
no.
about them good Lutheran people, right?
I'm talking about the good Lutheran church. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna make a donation.
All right, you're going to make a donation. Now, what are you talking about? Because I'm
talking
talking about your eternal salvation.
I might donate $1, a whole dollar.
A whole dollar. And you're saying that that's going to convince me that you're not going straight to hell. Now, Frankie, I'm
Charles,
telling you, it's like I
carrying
pulled...
on about your religious convictions, Charles. We haven't even been to church, and I haven't been to church in 4 months, Charles.
Now think about it. We out here on the Lord's good land doing His work. I don't think He'd condemn us because we're out here doing the Lord's work. Every day is like church. This is like the great outdoors. It's God's country.
All right, now that's true. Now that is true.
And every day,
that's why I'm not so up. That's why I'm one little notch, one upset notch less than what I could have been. Because I know we're out there doing the Lord's work, Charles.
Praise Jesus.
But we got to get back to town sometime around when the hell we're going to do it.
I tell you what, let's spend another 3 weeks out here.
Oh, my
God.
We're
going to get us a mess of coonskins. And then if I don't give you a whooping, by the time we wrap up them 3 weeks, we can sell off them coonskins. Right, I might even entertain selling them to them Yankee Doodles up there.
We got to bring everything that Tom's trading.
Now, Tommy's not a religious man. Now, I know he can tell the difference. He's not a religious man. I know he knows the difference between a piece of hay and a piece of straw. But I ain't never seen him down in church. I ain't never seen him praying. I ain't never hear him quoting scripture.
All right, listen, Charles. Listen,
I maybe think we need to get another vendor.
We're not here to educate the common man between the finer points of different pelts.
Yeah, we're on a slippery slope, Frank. I reckon that we're on a slippery slope. This is a slippery slope.
We make it our business. It is our business to know what's in style. Well, that's why we're down here hunting and trapping squirrel.
Now we got plenty of squirrel.
That's why we spent all season trapping squirrel, because that's all the rage in London, Paris, London, England.
I already conveyed my thoughts on them people. I already conveyed my thoughts. See, this is the slippery slope that I'm talking about. First, you want to sell to Tommy. Then you're selling north of the Mason-Dixon.
I'm not selling that.
Then you're selling it to them devil worshippers on the other side of the pond.
I don't understand how you can think anybody in London, England, is a devil worshiper for wanting to be in style or wanting to wear one of our squirrel pelts.
Frankie,
you're making a leap of faith that is not even a rational one.
Frankie, who said this is rational? This is a question of faith. This is a question of faith. And my faith is telling me, I swear to God, the Lord is speaking through me. And He's saying, don't you dare sell them pelts north of the Mason-Dixon line.
All right, Charles. All right, Charles.
Keep it out of them grubby Frenchy hands. Do you see what I mean?
I'm not going up north. I'm not going north of Fredericksburg, passing my farm. All right? You know, as soon as we're getting back, I'm going back up to my farm. That's all I'm doing. The same thing as we did last summer. But, Charles, my God, we've been out here all summer, Charles.
Go ahead, convince me, persuade me. I got to admit, I'm tired. I'm tired. And most of it, I'm tired of being out here with you. I'm
not tired of you, but the thing of wearing me out, I'm just getting a lot of missing my wife, all right? I miss my wife and my kids, even though they're a bunch of little ungrateful little brats.
Well, that's a deficit in your parenting. And don't you try to put that on me. If you have a deficit in your parenting skills, then don't you try to put that on me. If you feel like you need to get out of our business so that you can make up for your wanton parenting,
Charles,
that's on you.
We're not gonna. Our business is out here to catch animals, and then we're gonna. But we can't just keep going. We gotta go back into town at some point, or the whole endeavor.
I feel slighted.
Is fruitless.
I feel slighted. And you know, we done gone and left that issue of who done the skinning around here. And you're trying to confuse me and pull the wool over my eyes. I want you to admit it, that I've done all this skinning. You ain't never touched a skinning knife in all this time. I could show you how to do it. I'd awfully like some help.
All right,
Go ahead.
Charles. All right, Charles. Listen, I'll help you with the skinning.
That's
right. If in 2 weeks we can go back into town and take our bounty of pelts and sell them.
3 weeks.
Oh, Charles, you're breaking my heart.
3 weeks. I want to get me some coons.
Listen, Charles, we're gonna get you coons. I mean, we can only carry so many pelts.
And I want me some possums. I want coons and I want possums, and I'm gonna show you how to skin them. That possum fur right on the belly is very
I'll
sensitive.
help you skin them if we go back 2 weeks and 1 day. 2 weeks,
2.5 weeks. 2.5 weeks.
Okay.
Or my name ain't George. What's my name?
Charles.
Sorry. Or my name ain't Charles.
All right, Charles. I'll tell you what. You got a deal.
2.5 weeks. We're gonna get some coons.
All right,
we're
Charles,
gonna get some possum.
I'm just missing my wife's cooking, and I'm gonna go back up. And I'm going home. I'm gonna give all my kids a hug, or slap them across the face, whichever one they deserve, depending on which one that. They know what they deserve.
Are you trying to tell me there's something wrong with my cooking? I done made us a whole mess of beans here, and you're eating
Charles,
it.
You're a fine
You got a
cook.
big old grin on your face.
Charles,
are you lying through your smiling teeth?
No, Charles, I'm not lying. I'm just saying, Charles, I'd like to sleep in a bed at some point.
All right, Frank.
A proper bed under a proper roof.
All right, Frank. All right, Frank.
Not everybody.
I'm sold.
Not everybody is a born and bred mountain man like you, Charles. Some of us like to just, have a little bit of comfort.
The comfort's at home. See, I ain't got no home.
A little bit of comfort.
As soon as we part ways, I'm back out there in the woods, just trying to rustle up some coons, some
squirrels. All right, Charles. Well, you come back and knock on my door next spring, and I'm gonna come out, and I'm gonna come out and help you out again. But I'm saying you can't just go out. I'm not the same man as you, Charles.
That's fine.
I got a wife and kids. I'm starting to miss them. That's all I'm saying.
I completely empathize. I completely empathize with your situation. Now I'm going to ask you to do the same for me. I don't want any of my pelts getting in the hands of some Frenchie or some damn Yankee. Can you catch me? Can you catch my drift?
We're always going. We bring pelts. Tom's training like every season. Why don't we just bring them to Tom like last year?
Now, are you telling me that Tom sells our pelts worldwide?
Charles, there's no way to know where your pelt's going to wind up. How are you going to do that? Now, most of them, I'm sure, are going to wind up locally, but some of those pelts could go across, across the world. And isn't that something?
Now, I think I might be having what is it known as an existential crisis.
Oh no!
I believe that I might be having some kind of.
You're not talking
existential crisis.
Now you start talking philosophy, Charles. That's when I'm going to start. That's my cue to start rolling out my sleeping pad, and starting. My eyes are going to start getting quite heavy when you start talking philosophy. My eyelids are starting they're getting in line with lead. As soon as you start talking philosophy, you know what to do.
Hold on a second. Just talk me through this. I might need a little bit of hand-holding just to see where my head is at. Now, it's possible that we sell our pelts to Tom. Most of those pelts end up locally made into different hats and jackets and all kinds of accoutrement. And you're saying that it's possible.
I'm saying some of those pelts may just get stuffed. Somebody wants the squirrels. Taxidermy squirrel.
That's fine by me.
Who knows?
That's fine by me.
That's fine by me.
That's
you want a squirrel that's going to sit on your mantle? Just keep you company, and your home, whatever you like. If you want to keep a squirrel under your coat, now you got a squirrel.
You got yourself a lap squirrel.
You got a lap squirrel.
Got yourself a lap squirrel or a lap possum. A lap coon.
Who knows? You got a lapcoon, whatever you want. I mean, ain't none of my business. Whatever you do, you pay good money for. You do whatever you care.
What I'm
Whatever.
saying is what's tearing me up. This tearing me up is thinking, what is some northern slicker wanting to do with one of my lap coons? What business is that man?
It ain't none of your business, Charles. And you know that. That's why you're always trouble. You're messing with other people's business. That's why you're so troubled, and that's why you ain't no kind of philosopher, Charles.
Now, see, it goes. This all goes back to the war of northern aggression.
Charles, if
this
I can
goes
be,
all back
if
to
I
the
can
war
be
of
your
northern
friend,
aggression.
Charles, if I can be your friend and tell you something as a friend, that ain't gonna break your heart. Charles, you ain't no philosopher. All right, Charles, you're a man, and you got a fine attributes, but you ain't no kind of philosopher.
I appreciate your honesty.
And you ain't a preacher either.
I appreciate your honesty. Thank you.
So listen, I'll tell you what. 2.5 weeks. Now how is that? What the hell is that? 3? Now we're gonna go back home.
2.5 weeks.
10. So
10
that
days.
Would be
That's
10 and a half days.
That's 10 days.
So that
10
would
days.
Be about,
That's 2.5 weeks from now.
All right. So
now it's good that you caught me here, because I was just going to go into one of my diatribes about the war of northern aggression. When they fired on Fort Sumter, that's when them Yankees lost their right to wear my pelts or to turn my pelts into some sort of macabre companion animal.
Charles,
now, you can understand that we was just fighting for our rights.
Charles,
we was just defending our land and our way of life, and they got no right coming down here.
That war is over, Charles.
I understand that we lost that war, but it was only because
we didn't lose the war. America lost the war. Now, nobody wins, Charles. In war, nobody wins. Nobody wins.
True. That's true.
Everybody loses. It's everybody's a loser. Now, that's what they don't want to tell you, but that's the truth of the matter.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
You want to get your butt into war? Well, that's I'm sorry.
You're gonna get yourself blown up.
You're gonna get a couple holes in your body. Best you can do is come home with your body parts.
That's right.
That's about all you can do.
I think I'm having a change of heart. Maybe them Northerners didn't know what they's doing. Maybe they deserve to get one of my companion animals.
Well, maybe they'd be better off with it.
Maybe we need to make a whole line of stuffed animals catering to the Northern sentiment.
Nah.
Like red, white, and blue stripes.
Charles,
we can dye them furs in red, white, and blue, and here you go is a little stuffed squirrel.
Charles,
just listen, you tuck it up right under your pillow.
Oh, that's nice.
You just nuzzle up right into it. You can just snuggle that little cute red, white, and blue squirrel or possum.
That is a nice idea, Charles.
I bet we can market that.
I'll tell you what, Charles. You want to? I'm not gonna. I'm gonna once I get back up living with my family, Charles. I'm gonna be busy with the farm, and I'm gonna be busy with family stuff. But you can go ahead and you're gonna have your share of the pelts here, Charles. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you please with them.
Don't you feel like joining me and trying to market this to them Yankees? I'm gonna get yourself a little red, white, and blue cuddle squirrel. Just tuck it right up under your chin, and you could sing to it and brush it, and you could do all kinds of things. It's great for the kids. You can take it. It'd be a great birthday present for a baby.
That fur is nice. It is some soft fur, and those little tails. I'll tell you, they're cute.
That's right. I think there's money to be made here. Why are you trying to talk me out of it?
No, I'm not talking you. I'm talking you.
Why are you trying to talk me? Why are you trying to dissuade me? I reckon you're going to steal my idea. You're going to head up home to your family, and next thing I know, I'm going to be competing with my friend.
Charles, I got a whole farm of animals I got to tend to.
This is how the Civil War started, right? It was brother against brother, friend against friend. We got to see eye to eye here.
Charles, I'm not. If you'd like me to sign an agreement that says I'm not going to start a stuffed taxidermy,
I'm going to have you sign a non-compete. I'm going to draw it up here tonight.
What the hell are you going to draw it up with it?
I don't know.
You're going to draw it here on the dirt?
I'm going to draw it right up here in my mind.
Next to the campfire.
It don't matter.
All right.
It don't matter.
How about this? You tell me what you want, and we shake on it.
Right. I'm saying if I
We'll
come
have
up
a
with,
verbal contract
it'll
on
be a
it.
verbal contract. You ain't gonna be selling no red, white, and blue patriotic stuffed squirrels. Deal?
Deal. All right.
Oh, I'm getting over a cold here. Oh, what else you got here?
Damn, whatever you want, man.
Well, I don't really got any ideas, but maybe.
Oh, you don't need that? Oh, man, because I got a lot of ideas right now, man.
I got nothing but stories about Miles.
Oh, man, I got so many stories about Miles.
Even my stories about Miles have stories about Miles, motherfucker.
Oh, man, I know how you mean, man.
And it's like, it ain't even stories now, man. It's like legend. It's like mythology.
Oh, man, some of those stories about Miles might as well be, they might as well just be legend, man.
It's just legend, man. Like that
It's
one
legend.
time. It was like that one time, man.
Yeah,
That one guy locked us up in a tower, right? We was playing a show.
Yeah.
And after the show, he locked us up in the tower.
My God.
And every day we would see the seagulls flying out of that tower.
My God.
Miles said to me, man, here we're going to take some of this beeswax and we're going to get some of the seagull feathers and we're going to make ourselves some wings, man. And by God, man.
Oh, my God.
No
Miles
fucking kidding,
make
man.
wings.
Miles made wings out of beeswax from the candles and fucking seagull feathers. And he said, we're going to fly out of here. And then...
Another thing is, man, you don't want to get too close to the sun.
That's exactly right, man. Miles said,
Don't want to get too close to the sun, motherfucker.
Don't fucking fly too close to the motherfucking sun, motherfucker. And
Oh,
I said,
man,
okay,
because you know
Miles.
that sun is hot, man, and you got wax holding those feathers together, motherfucker.
That's right. And so we jump out of that tower. We're flying over the ocean. I said, Miles, look at me, motherfucker. Now I'm going high. I said, Miles, motherfucker, I can touch the motherfucking sun. And then Miles is just looking at me, man, like that look that, like, gonna cut you in half.
Oh, man, he give you that look like, man, you fucking it up.
You're fucking it up. Next thing I know, my wings are melting, and I plummeted into the ocean where I died, motherfucker.
Oh, my God, you died.
I died. That's a true story.
Oh, my God. See, that's the kind of shit that's like, only Miles can do that.
Only Miles can do that, man. Only motherfucking Miles.
Oh, man, because, like, one time I was with Miles, man, and we were, oh, man, it's a long time ago, and we were like in the Mediterranean Sea, man.
That's right, the fucking motherfucking Mediterranean,
Mediterranean Sea, and we were like, I'm like, we're just like island to island, motherfucking island, and I'm like, Miles, man, look, I know we hit a storm, and we're lost in this, and we're just on this lift, and our boat is like fucked up, man, and
It's
I'm like,
totally fucked up, man.
and we're all like getting fucked up because we're all thirsty, and we're starving to death, motherfucker.
That's
and we're
right.
just out there in the sun, and we start to hear this singing, and it's like the most beautiful singing.
Oh shit, man! I think I know. I know about that. Yeah.
The most beautiful singing you ever heard, motherfucker.
Oh, fuck.
And I was like, Miles, man, no, man, you gotta plug your ears, motherfucker. You don't want to go to where that singing is, man. Even though that's some sweet tone.
That's some sweet.
That's some sweet tone. And that tone, man, that just one note.
You know.
One note. Fucking know that's trouble. That singing is, but like, unless you know that you're not supposed to go to it, you're a dead man.
You're a dead man. And that's right.
And so I said, Miles, listen, I know this is gonna sound kind of fucked up, but listen, we gotta tie ourselves to the boat.
That's right.
And I was like, Miles, that's the only thing we're gonna do, because the closer right now we got one option. Pretty soon, we ain't gonna have no motherfucking options, because we're gonna fucking lose our motherfucking minds, Miles. Motherfucking minds.
Holy shit.
And I said, Miles, listen, we gotta tie ourselves to the boat. And he's like, motherfucker, not again. He's like, not again.
Not again,
And I'm like, Miles, man, like, this ain't no joke. I'm like, Miles, man, you gotta, listen, man, like, keep your sunglasses on, man. And you could, like, wear my hat, man, because we're out here in the fucking sun, right?
That's right, motherfucker.
And like, Miles, keep those those big wide sunglasses you got, man, because those blocking all the UV, man. Those are like weird looking sunglasses, man, like blocking like the whole top half of your head, right?
Yeah, motherfucker.
And I said, Miles, listen, I gotta tie this shit tight, man. Like, it's not gonna be comfortable.
That's right.
And he said, fine, motherfucker, do it. And we tied ourselves to the boat. And I tell you what, man, we nearly fucking lost our motherfucking minds right there.
But you made it.
But we fucking made it, because the boat just kept drifting, man. It just kept drifting.
Oh, shit.
It was like about an hour, man. And we were both like, no. We gotta get down there. No. And I'm saying, I know that's what you want to do, Miles, but listen. You get off this boat, you're a dead man.
But you made it.
We made it, man, but like, man, we almost didn't fucking make it.
Man, oh my God, motherfucker. That reminds me of another time.
Oh,
man,
yeah.
This was so motherfucking long ago. This was so motherfucking long ago. I was there with Miles, right?
Right.
And every day we look up on top of that big mountain.
Okay,
and we see the gods up there playing their horn, right? They be playing the most beautiful horn.
What was that, Mount Olympus?
Yeah, man, that was motherfucking Mount Olympus, man.
Because I don't know, because some kind of shit like that was happening. I think I like Mount Fuji, too.
No, man, it wasn't motherfucking
like 1973,
Are you
man.
gonna let me motherfucking tell my
No,
story?
I was just saying that 1973, man. I was like playing some concerts in Japan with Miles, man.
You just can't let me tell my story, can you?
I'm sorry, go ahead. A long time ago,
This was a long time ago, and we'd be looking up there at the gods playing their fucking horns every night. And we'd be down at the bottom of the motherfucking mountain.
And you know, man, those guys can fucking play, man.
Man, they can fucking play, man.
Fucking play, man.
And we
they
just
play all night, man. They play all night, all day, man. They just keep they shed, man. They shed those tunes.
They be just playing. Yeah, man. And we just be there looking at each other with not one single motherfucking thing to do, just staring at each other. And Miles looked at me and he said, fuck this. And he starts climbing Mount Olympus, right?
Oh my God.
He starts climbing 1 foot in front of the motherfucking other foot, motherfucker. One hand in front of the other. I see him scale Mount Olympus, motherfucker. And he went up there and he stole one of those motherfucking gods' trumpets. And
What?
he comes down.
No.
And he starts playing like a god, man. He starts playing like a motherfucking god. And the next thing you know, I see Miles Davis, man. They got him strapped to a rock. And every day, an eagle comes down and eats his motherfucking liver. Every motherfucker.
Oh my God.
As punishment for giving music to people. That's his punishment.
God.
He'd go out there every motherfucking day and play his show. And at night, he has to get back on that rock and has his liver eaten by an eagle.
Oh man, that's when they cut you, man. Like I've been in a lot of jam sessions, man. Like downtown.
Yeah.
And they do the same shit, man. Like, well, not exactly like that, but it's like, man, you hit one wrong note, and everybody looks at you like, man, you might as well be dead.
You might as well be motherfucking dead.
Make it like motherfucker, you motherfuckers playing like at 240 BPM.
That's fucking fast, man. That's motherfucking fast.
You're playing like these bebop changes, motherfucker. Like, jeez, like who the fuck you think you are? You think you're some kind of motherfucking god that you can just play that fast?
Yeah, man. You gotta have some honesty, motherfucker.
Like, be honest, motherfucker. You know, you're just blowing a bunch of bullshit, man.
That's right. I know like 5 licks, and because we're playing so motherfucking fast, I just play those 5 licks over and over. Nobody can tell.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's like you know, some of the motherfuckers like later on, like they got weird and freaky, man. Like you don't even know what the heck they're blowing, man. They're just like blowing. They're blowing hard, man. It's like the blow.
I know. Holy shit, man. I just want to say something because you know how much Charlie Parker sucks compared to Miles.
Okay. Well,
Charlie Parker sucked compared to Miles, right? I mean,
It's like there's a lot of good players out there, man.
Yeah, but Charlie motherfucking Parker, compared to Miles,
I
absolutely sucks.
I mean, that's your opinion, man. I like Charlie, man.
I had a revelation. I
Okay.
said, what is this Charlie Parker all about, right? And one day I bought a book of Charlie Parker saxophone solos, and I start trying to play through.
Yeah, it's the Omnibook, man.
Yeah, the Omnibook, that's the one, motherfucker. I start playing through, and it's the same goddamn licks in every motherfucking song, like 5 or 6 Charlie Parker licks, and he made his whole motherfucking career on those 5 licks, man.
Oh, man, but he sounded like a motherfucker, man.
I guess so. Like, he had some pretty cool tunes, but every motherfucking solo was the same, motherfucker.
Oh, man, well, that's just the thing, man. Like, but Miles was just like, man, Miles hit one note. It wasn't even a lick, man.
No, man, he just one motherfucking note.
Miles was like, listen, Charlie Parker had like 5 or 6 licks, man.
But Miles had one note.
Miles just hit one note.
And that was it.
And you're like, motherfucker.
That was it, motherfucker.
Oh, man. You know what's crazy, man? Like sometimes, like in the 70s, man, like I go to Miles like apartment, man, in New York City, and he was like kind of down and like not playing and shit, but he would always have all these like all these beeswax candles all over the place.
Yeah, just to remind him of that time we flew out of that tower.
Yeah, and like there'd be all these feathers all over the place. I'm like, Miles, like, what the fuck, man? Like, do you like bust open a pillow or something? Like, what the fuck are all these feathers all like?
Oh, man, we just flew back. He just flew back.
And I'm like, and he never said anything, right?
That's right.
That makes sense now, man, because it's like, man, like he probably still using those wings, man.
Yeah, man, that's how it gets around.
He's probably still like when nobody's looking, man. He's like, fuck you, I'm gonna fly around.
That's right. He just puts them wings back.
He just had those wings, but man, those things was shit all over the place, man.
I know, man. He was always putting them feathers back on. I said, man, just like use glue, right? Just use some motherfucking glue.
No. He's always had fucking beeswax, man. He's got all those beeswax candles. I mean, I like beeswax candles.
It's good.
Man.
They're nice.
It's nice candles. They smell nice, man. It's a good candle, man. It's like that's some real shit, man. That's like some natural motherfucking shit, man.
Yeah, motherfucker.
That's good shit, man.
That's good shit. Like, I ain't getting none of them paraffin candles, man.
No paraffin. None of that funky,
that fucking unnatural petroleum shit, man. You gotta get the beeswax.
All that petroleum shit, man. All that unnatural weird shit, chemicals.
That fucks with your motherfucking mind,
Oh, man, that fucks with your mind, man. All that shit they got now, man. You go down and it smells like a funky. It smells so funky, man. It smells like
like a distillery, like an oil fractional, like what a fractional distillery is.
Yeah, man. It smells like a fucking. I don't know. It smells like. I don't know. Oh, I don't know what it smells like, man. But I don't like it.
Fractional distillation, motherfucker. It's called fractional.
It's fractional distillation, man.
Distillation. That's right.
It smells like I'm smelling a flower, but man, like the flower is like a cyborg flower, man.
That's
like
right, man. Unnatural.
It's like fruity.
It's like a dystopian,
It's like a dystopian
futuristic flower.
Anyway, the beeswax, man. That shit ain't like that, man. It smells mellow, man. And it smells good.
It smells nice. I love
sweet.
that smell.
And sweet. And it's got that sweet on it smell.
I know.
Fucking beeswax. Anyway, yeah, I go over there, man. And I one time, this must have been like 1976, man.
That's right, 1976.
And I'm like, Miles, listen, I brought over my lint roller, like you know, like when you got your good suit on and you got a bunch of bullshit lint on it, you can just roll it off.
That's right. I know that. I got one that's made of silicone, man. I just wash it off, man.
It's like a new one, man. Back in the day, man, it was just like this little thing, man. And I was like, Miles, listen, just take care of the feathers, man. And he's just like, man, why are you coming over here?
And you roll up the feathers.
And I was like, Miles, man, I'm trying to help you out, man. You got fucking feathers all over this fucking apartment, man.
Fuck, man, you said that to him.
I did. And I was like, Miles, why don't you pay somebody to come in and clean this shit up, man? You're living like a fucking, like in a pigeon coop, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's like a motherfucking, like, poultry farm.
I'm like, you live on I'm like, why do you live in a chicken coop here, Miles? And he's like, fuck you, get out of my house.
Man, you earned it, man. You deserve that.
And I was like, Miles, I'm just trying to help you out, man.
Man, you fucking earned that shit.
And I just left it on the table. I was like, Miles, listen, you're gonna use it. Just take it.
Next time you give him this, man, it's called a shticky, man. It's called a shticky.
Oh yeah, well.
Next time you go over to Miles, man. Fuck
No,
that.
I got. Next time I go over there, man, I'll bring him one of those.
Yeah, man. It's like totally newfangled, motherfucker.
Oh, that's
silicone.
Oh man, see that didn't have that shit back in the day, man. That's some new shit.
He probably took one look at that fucking thing and he's like, I don't want to deal with that shit, man. But you got the shticky, man. Use the shticky.
Oh man, I gotta get a sticky, man. That's the shit, man.
Yeah,
That's the motherfucking shit right there,
yeah, man. Like a few years back, Miles gave me this cashmere sweater.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
He gave you a fucking sweater.
He gave me a motherfucking cashmere sweater, motherfucker.
Oh
But
my
the thing
God.
is that it always like
What the fuck you do?
the fibers always like get into these little motherfucking balls.
What the fuck you what kind of favor you did a Miles and he buy you a sweater?
He just gave me a motherfucking cashmere sweater, man.
Just out of the blue, he just gave you a sweater. He's like, here's a cashmere sweater.
Yeah, he just gave me a motherfucking cashmere sweater, motherfucker.
Oh, he was just regifted, man. That's what we. Yeah, I bet he was just regifted. No, don't take it up.
That's
Don't
funny.
take it.
Like the Christmas before, I gave him a cashmere sweater, and it was the same color.
Oh, motherfucker. There
He
you go.
gave me back my very own motherfucking cashmere sweater a year motherfucking later.
Dude, I tell you what, he did the same thing to me.
He
He did the same thing to me, man. I gave him nice wool socks one year. I was like, Miles, man, you're gonna like these socks, man. These are nice.
I don't know, man. Wool, it's itchy, man. It always
No. These are quality, man. These are like some shit that's like, I don't even know what the hell they're doing with them, man. Any time of year you want a good sock, man, even though they're wool. Okay, maybe not like if it's 100 degrees outside, but like if it's like 70 degrees up below at a comfortable temperature, man, they're good socks, man. I was like, Miles, listen, man, you're gonna like these socks, man. You're gonna like them so much. It's my pleasure to introduce you to these good socks.
Yeah, man, what'd he do?
Because everybody needs these socks.
Yeah, what'd he do then, motherfucker?
He didn't do shit, man. On my birthday, he's like, hey, man, I got you these socks. And I didn't say anything, man. I was just like, man, motherfucker, he's giving me these fucking socks back.
What do they call that? It's like a white elephant. You know what I mean? You know what
I was just like, okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah,
I just said thank you, cool.
yeah, it's like the motherfucking white elephant. You know that story, motherfucker.
He fucking knew. Everybody fucking knew.
Man, it's like if you offended the king of Thailand,
Okay.
he wouldn't cut your motherfucking head off. He wouldn't humiliate you in front of everybody. He would get you a fucking white elephant as a gift.
Now where the fuck you gonna find a white elephant?
I don't know. This is fucking Thailand, man. They got white elephants running around all over the jungle, man. But everybody knew that was your white elephant.
Oh,
And you had to
my God.
take care of that shit. You could not let that motherfucking elephant die. And
Oh,
it
my
would
God.
ruin your motherfucking life. You'd
Why?
spend all your money to buy that elephant food and water, and if it got sick, you gotta take care of it, because
Oh,
if
my
you
God.
let that elephant die, motherfucker, then the king would be pissed off.
No, ain't no.
It would ruin you, motherfucker. He giving you a white elephant wool sock, man.
Can you do some cool shit with a big elephant though? Like you could like, I don't know, like what? I mean, elephants are like smart animals, man. Like
That's right.
Could you like get it to do some cool shit, man? And like, I don't know. Fuck, man.
I mean, even though you can get it to do like paint a painting or like crack a coconut with its foot, you still gotta fucking spend all that money to take care of that thing, man. And how much shit do you think an elephant makes in a day? And
I
that's
don't know.
your shit.
You couldn't be just like, listen, elephant, listen, you smart motherfucker, you gotta get out there and get yourself fed.
But I think that's why
can't
it was
be-
like a white elephant, because
All right, listen, I'm taking your word on it, man. I'm just taking your word on it.
man, so my fucking Miles is like the king of motherfucking Thailand. He's like
That makes sense, yeah.
That's it. He could be a real asshole sometimes.
Sometimes, man.
He was a real asshole.
Sometimes, man, it was like, yeah, he was like a king, man, 'cause like, nobody would fuck with him, man.
Yeah, man.
That's how it is. Nobody wanted to fuck with him. You're just like, all right, Miles, I'll take the socks back.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say anything, even though these were expensive socks.
Yeah,
And it was a generous gift. And you're so much of an asshole that you're just gonna like give it back to me later.
Yeah, did he wear them socks like?
No, man. He never took them out. There was a little cardboard thing that attached to. The brand new socks, never worn. He never even. Oh my god.
Oh my god. He could be a real asshole
He
sometimes.
could be a real pain in the ass.
Man,
Sometimes, man, real ungrateful.
man, when we was flying out of that tower, and my wings started to melt, and I started careening down through the sky to the rocks.
That's when you knew, man. That's when you knew.
I knew this motherfucker's not gonna do a goddamn thing. He's just gonna watch me die.
Oh man, well you never listen, man. That's why you died. That's why you died, motherfucker. You never listened. Miles told you outright, right to your face.
I guess you're
He
right.
said, listen, you're not supposed to get all the way up there in the sun, man. It's hot. You don't even gotta be right up next to that sun, man. You feel the heat, man. That thing's far away and it's still hot.
You know, I just had this crazy thought, like the ancient Greeks, maybe they didn't know that the higher up you go, the colder the air gets.
Yeah, man. It's a story to illustrate a point, man.
It's an allegory.
Yeah, man.
It's
like
an
telling you.
allegory. Yeah.
It's like telling you a point, man. Same thing with when we're stuck on the boat, man. It's like you think you want that shit, man.
But you don't want that shit. You
don't want that shit,
you
man.
don't motherfucking want that shit, man.
You're getting tempted by that sweet tone.
That's right.
But that is the last thing you motherfucking want, man. So you're tone it too, man. Cause you think you want the thing you don't want, motherfucker.
Man,
You try to get that shit, man. That's it. That's it.
that's
it.
That's so Miles, man. That's so fucking Miles, man.
One note.
One fucking note.
One fucking note. You're going crazy, man. You're like, I gotta go. And you're like, no.
Cool.
You gotta be chill, man. You just gotta be cool.
Cool. Running out of steam here. Crazy. Let me stop this here.